hello. How are you all? I hope you're doing well. I know it's really messy behind me and I'm a little embarrassed, but I'm packing. I'm going out of town really early on Monday morning, so I'm trying to get my packing. I swear that's why it's messy. But anyway, I had to stop and film this. It is tradition on this channel that every time Tom MacDonald, who is an independent rapper, every time he puts out a music video, we go through it and react to it together. So I am upholding that tradition as he released a music video yesterday on YouTube entitled Balloons. I have no idea what this one is about. I don't know what it is. So it's only been out for a little over 24 hours and it already has a million views, or almost a million views on YouTube. So I'll link to the video below. And I always go to iTunes and buy his song as soon as it comes out. And if you're new to Tom MacDonald, I know I have a lot of Tom MacDonald people on this channel, so yay and hello. We were just talking about you guys last night, and some of you were there on the live stream, how, you know, a lot of people, depending on when you're watching this right now in the news, is this Travis Scott Astroworld tragedy, and it's just so horrific. And it made me think about, you know, sort of the message that rappers give to their audience, and Tom MacDonald is one. He has such a great message, and his fans, like every time I do one of these videos, or every time one of you leaves a comment or something like that, you guys are just the most awesome, just coolest, nicest, chill people, and to me that just speaks highly of Tom. So I think that's really cool. I just wanted to add that in because we were just talking about that last night. And if you don't know who Tom MacDonald is, he's an independent rapper. He calls out a lot of the fake media, our corrupt politicians, the woke culture, all that stuff. He calls out the music industry, a lot of things that we talk about on this channel, but he puts it into music form. And the cool thing about him, he's completely independent. He has no manager, he has no record label, and he always tops the charts, you know, just like our Let's Go Brandon song that was out, not our song, but you know what I'm saying. He always tops the charts, and he is very different from the rest of the industry because he has not sort of sold himself to be molded into what the industry wants him to be. He's his own person, and I think they don't like him for that because he tops the charts and he did it on his own, which is cool. Power to the people. Awesome. Anyway, this is his song Balloons. So yeah, and he has songs called Fake Woke is one of his songs, No Lives Matter, Clown World, Canceled. So he calls out a lot of this stuff, cancel culture too being one of them. So anyway, here's Balloons. I have no idea what this is about. Sometimes his songs are about more personal things like his struggle with addiction. Sometimes they're more culture, being canceled, stuff like that. So I don't know what this one is going to be, but let's they're always really good. So let's listen.
I miss the days when no one even knew my name. Now everywhere I go, I wear a hat to hide my face. I got weapons hidden inside every room in my place. Now I have to keep a pistol on me, always just in case. This is a nightmare. Never expected the fame to be something I would wrestle with and fight to embrace. Sometimes I feel like the love I get's outweighed by the hate. I hid the tears, but I can't hide from the pain. I'm working 20-hour days, can't even lie to y'all, I'm burnt out. Asleep on my weight bench, trying to find the strength to work out. Should be happy I'm successful, I just went and bought my first house. Thought money would help cure my depression, but it's worse. How?
So I say this because what he's talking about is, it sounds really depressing, but this is why we love Tom MacDonald, because so many rappers, they talk about how awesome, how cool it is to be super famous, to be super rich, and they talk all about the glam part of the lifestyle, but they don't talk about the reality of it. Even if you're someone that's successful on YouTube, like, you have to put in such a hustle to get the audience. They don't talk about the work that goes behind it, the part that's not glamorous, the fact that there are downsides to being famous, there are downsides to being that recognizable and that successful. Yes, it's wonderful, but there's also a lot of bad things to it, and he's actually calling that out. But every other rapper, everyone, they all want to just highlight the glamorous lifestyle, and I think that especially kids, again, going back to sort of events that happened recently. Whoops, we live in this consumerist culture. People, I think it's important to also talk about the the not so great parts of it. And it's not for everyone.
Lucky I don't have a manager cause I'll be firing them. Tired of talking to other artists who just want to tell me I'm inspiring them. Parents keep telling me they have a kid and they're thankful their child is admiring me. Great, wanna know how I feel? I might kill myself before retiring. I'm in the clouds, I can't reach the ground. They're coming in crowds, blew me up like a balloon and let me go. Watch me float away while I scream no. Every time I get close, they pull out their phones. Like maybe this time we can see them explode. Blew me up like a balloon and let me go.
He had that line, every time I get close or they get close, he just said it, they pull out their phones. And that's another thing that people don't understand about celebrity. You all of a sudden become this weird object to people. It's almost like they don't see you as a person, they see you as an object. I lived in West Hollywood for 5 years and I would see this all the time. I actually had one person, he was a famous guy on a comedy show, and he came into a restaurant I was working at, and there was someone sitting at a table just filming him, and he kind of had a moment. He was like, you can come up and say hi to me, like that's okay, you don't have to just sit there and film like a weirdo. He didn't say the weirdo part, he was much more polite, but people literally treat you like an object. It's very strange, and I think that's what he was alluding to there.
They all throwing rocks cause they tryna poke holes. They wanna see me pop, they don't wanna see me blow. They're the reason that I'm gone, they don't wanna see me go. Blew me up like a balloon and left me. I miss the times when I could go outside. I didn't have to watch my back out of the corner of my eye. I didn't have to fake a smile and pose for pictures all the time. Can't even lie, I miss when time was really mine. Now I just belong to everybody else but me. These panic attacks are making it awful hard to breathe. Built a vocal booth inside the crib and stopped making beats. Don't even rap, I stand inside of it and scream. Like this is not what I expected. I work my hands to the bone, and my anxiety is triggered by the apps on my phone. I tried deleting them so the internet would leave me alone, but the lack of attention made me feel worse than before. I'm sick of it all, the internet watching me trip when I fall. Embarrassed that everyone witnesses all. My illness isn't real time, man, I'm addicted to y'all. Rappers on Twitter don't get me involved. I'm posing for photos with fans in the mall and dying inside pretending I'm strong. I'm not a celebrity, I am just Tom.
Wow, see, he's saying I'm not a celebrity, I am just Tom. People don't realize that, and I think too, like when you're at that level, your highs are higher and your lows are lower, and you get into this weird place where you don't want the attention, but then you don't know what to do without the attention. And I think that's what he's talking. And when you make a mistake, it's not just a normal mistake. It's a mistake in front of the entire world. And then your critics love it. And that's what the media does. Like, I don't know, we talked about Britney Spears yesterday too on the live stream. And if you remember how the paparazzi would go crazy for her, this is someone that everybody loved. And then one day everyone turned and they just wanted to see her crash and fall and crumble. Interesting. And again, I think it's really refreshing that he's talking about the bad parts. I don't see this as him whining or anything, but I think he's calling out the bad parts about being famous and being honest. And kids should know that.
I'm in the clouds, I can't reach the ground. They're coming in crowds, fill me like a balloon and let me go. Watch me float away while I scream no. Every time I get close, they pull out their phones. Like maybe this time we can see them explode. Blew me up like a balloon and let me go. They all throwing rocks cause they tryna poke holes. They wanna see me pop, they don't wanna see me blow. They're the reason that I'm gone, they don't wanna see me go. Blew me up like a balloon and left me. I miss the years when every Friday wasn't spent with my therapist. Then I realized I hated fame and accepted I'm scared of it. I got Ativan, Cipralex, Xanax, and Seroquel in a Tupperware container. I don't touch, I just stare at them. Breathing exercise is supposed to help me to cope, but nothing works quite as good as a bottle of Jack and a smoke. I try to focus on my breath, but it gets stuck in my throat. This never happened back when I was young and happy and broke.
You'll hear people so much talk about some of their happiest times are when they were broke or when they were first starting out before they had a lot of fame. Also, living in West Hollywood, and this is what, it's funny too, because I've been staying in Virginia, and I would tell people I live in California, or I lived in West Hollywood, and all the younger people, they're like, oh my gosh, really? How was it? And I was like, there's bad parts about it too. Like, some of these celebrities that people look up to, a lot of them are some of the most miserable people. Not all of them, but a lot of them. So the lifestyle that you see online and on TV and stuff like that isn't always the reality of how they live.
Never thought I'd be the rapper all these rappers trying to be. Posting 20 times a day, now I don't have no privacy. Meeting with these major labels, CEOs with giant teams. If y'all want to do business, why are y'all trying to lie to me? I'm bored of the fame. Every time it feels fresh again, I'm getting more of the same. Interviewers think they know who I am. They made up their mind before I explain.
Well, because you asked so nice, I guess I'll tell. Ain't been feeling too hot lately, Jim. Is there anything else? Great, cause lately every day I feel like I'm living in hell. I'm glad the music helps you, but I might really kill myself. When this magazine gets printed, can you send one to my house? I'd like to own a tiny piece of me like everybody else. Don't watch me float away while I scream no. Every time I get close, they pull out their phones. Like maybe this time we can see them explode. Blew me up like a balloon and let me go. They all throwing rocks cause they tryna poke holes. They wanna see me pop, they don't wanna see me blow. They're the reason that I'm gone, they don't wanna see me go. Blew me up like a balloon and left me.
Wow. Okay, that was the song. Let me know what you think in the comment section. I liked it. You sort of already, I guess, know, since I've been talking the whole video, how I think about it. It's a dark song, but I think it's an important message for people to have, that not everything is what it seems. And you're talking about not just all the girls you get and the drugs you do and the partying and the fancy car and glamorous lifestyle. You're talking about the reality of it too. And it's refreshing to hear because it's not normally what you hear. Everyone in music nowadays is just talking about how awesome they are and how cool they are, just over and over and over and over again. Even female artists, that's all they do is just talk about how awesome they are. And we wonder why we're all so obsessed with ourselves and so narcissistic. But you never know. And I will say this, like, even obviously I'm not a famous person, but even on a little level, like, it is strange when, maybe you're going through something or you're struggling or you have your own issues that you struggle with on a normal basis. And you have all of these people saying, oh, you're so inspiring, or I look up to you, or you're so awesome. And that's a strange feeling. It's like, I wish I could be the person that everyone thinks I am. And I've experienced that on a teeny tiny little minuscule level sometimes, because at the end of the day, we're all just human. No one should be put on a pedestal. No one should be, it's okay to, be a fan, to like someone, to appreciate what they do, but to also know at the end of the day that they are just human beings, everyone. That's why no one should ever be idolized. It's okay to respect someone, to enjoy their art, to be a fan of their art, to be a fan of their message, but never put someone on a pedestal and idolize that person, because we're all just humans and we all screw up and we all have struggles. As one of my friends says, we all have our shit. Excuse my language. And you never know what someone else is going through. I think it's another great song by MacDonald. I'm going to go buy it. And even when it's not calling out like culture or, politics or the media or, well, I guess he's talking about the industry a little bit. It's always an interesting message, and his songs are so deep and filled with messages like that. And I like it. All right. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.